ain't saying he's Barry Sanders, but damn it, he tried.
Yeah, he did. I mean, he was having a pretty decent year up until he got hurt both years.
That's always the problem.
Excuse me.
It's always the motherfucking problem. Nigga get hurt. It's not my fault. I got 2 soda cans and a bag of Doritos blocking for me.
You fucked up.
I gotta figure this out, man.
Hey, look, it ain't even a good soda. Y'all got Dr. Thunder and Mountain Holler blocking for me. It ain't even a good soda.
Oh shit!
Y'all got the Schnucks brand soda cans blocking for me.
Dr. Fizz. Miss Mountain.
Fuck. What's going on there, everybody? Welcome back. We back. I know it took a while, but as always, I'm Tim. That's Ryan. And y'all tuned in to another episode of PPP, the Pigskin Posse Podcast. And I just want to say, sorry, we ain't been doing episodes for a while. It's just,
we've been busy selling crack.
Hey, don't listen to him. Don't listen. No, crack is whack. I don't make enough money to sell crack. That shit costs too much to fucking get started with anyway. I'm not trying to be like Franklin.
Shit, it went pretty good at first.
Yeah, at first. Then he let the money start getting to his fucking head, but that makes for a whole nother fucking conversation. Yeah, just want to say your Lakers are they're looking pretty good, man. So the series is going in y'all favor so far.
Yeah, fuck Boston.
Hey man, Jaylen Brown sold on that last play of the last game. They let us come back. We should have took advantage of that shit, man.
I came back. I'm like, man, these niggas done gave up a fucking, it was like a 10-point lead.
Mm-hmm.
They was up by like 10 or 12 the whole game. And I'm just like, here we go.
Right?
Here we go. This bullshit.
I mean, Shannon Sharp made a good point. It's like almost like if Boston don't blow you, because I've been saying this all year. When it comes to like, we have not done well in close games. If like we don't blow you, if we don't beat you by like 15 to 20, it doesn't bode well for us.
Y'all just fucking suck, bro.
Fuck okay, you, man. Fuck you.
It's just shades of a shitty ass team, man. It's okay, bro. It's okay. Y'all be all right when Tatum leave. Y'all go to the Lakers.
You better hope LeBron got the energy to play in the rest of the damn playoffs. When they make it to the conference finals. But look, I'm going on record saying this as the number one Lakers fucking hater, only because I'm a Boston fan. I really do hope they beat Golden State. Man, fuck y'all. Fuck the Flakers. That's what we're gonna call. That's what we're gonna call them, the Flakers. The Flakers. But yeah, I really do hope y'all beat Golden State, because I'm tired of their whole brand of basketball. This jacking up 3-pointers and just hope the shit go in. Tired of it. I'm tired of it.
They ruined the league, bro. Y'all be all right.
Yeah, don't nobody want to admit it, but yeah, I kind of feel like when if they do get knocked out, if they don't make it to the finals, I kind of feel like that brand of basketball is probably gonna be on its way out the door.
That's why your sorry ass teams keep shooting threes. I mean, like, bro, like it's not going nowhere, bro. Like NBA has gone to the Euro style, so it's niggas like Shaq would even fucking be dominant because it's not an inside out game. Because back then you needed a power forward, you needed a center, you needed a post game. A lot of shit was ran out the post.
Yeah.
And so that took that away, and now we have positionless basketball where everybody's a ball handler, everybody can shoot, everybody. So like, there's no specialists in anything anymore.
Correction, everybody thinks they can shoot. Everybody can't shoot. Everybody think they can shoot.
These niggas, man, go to the community center. Name the shittiest motherfucker on your team.
We talking about like offensive wise or just in general?
Just in general.
We got a few of them.
Just name
Cornette. I'd say Cornette.
Luke Cornette. Luke Cornette will probably go into fucking whatever community center, 24-hour fitness, and probably drop 30.
I mean,
probably drop 30 on niggas, bro. It's like, so they in the league for a reason, but like this position, this basketball, it's cool. Only thing I don't like about it is all the threes and shit.
Yeah.
The weird calls or no calls.
Yeah, I can't say though. Like when I watched a couple games that I watched, when I watched that Philly, that Boston and Philly game, the refs kind of let them play. Yesterday, they kind of let that. I haven't had the chance to watch a lot of playoff basketball, but a few of the games I've been seeing, the refs been kind of letting them play.
They were letting them niggas play too damn much. Stomp a motherfucker on his head. It's not a foul.
Yeah, that's true. That
don't make no motherfucking sense to me.
No, it don't. But let's get to what the fuck we really come here to talk about. Let's talk some pigskin because we ain't talked no pigskin on the podcast in a minute, brother.
Nah, nigga, you're gonna have to fill me in because this is the first year I did not watch the draft.
I got you. I'm gonna get you together.
I don't know shit, to be honest.
Yeah, but first and foremost, before we talk any of the draft or whatever, we got to talk some of this offseason stuff that's been going on because it's been a lot. It's been a crazy offseason so far. But first and foremost, big ups and congratulations to Jalen Hurts for securing the bag. 5 years, $255 million, and pretty much 180 guaranteed. That's well deserved, especially what he, how they said coming out of college that, he wasn't going to make it in the NFL. They talked about his, throwing mechanics and, him being able to push the ball down the field, and he shut all their ass up this year.
They try to make my nigga Jalen into a running back. Like they try to make Lamar into a wide receiver. But it's all right. We got 1 and 2 highest paid players in the league. So it's all good.
Yes,
but
sir.
It don't matter though. You want to know why it don't matter?
What's that?
Because of my homie dog. My homie dog.
He gonna be at the table next year. Watch what I tell you. He gonna be at the table next year.
This nigga's getting $450. He signed a 10-year deal. By the time he'll be done with that contract, he'll be 36.
Well, they reworked that contract. They didn't give us the details of it, but they did rework that contract. I think last year, so they could have the money to pay all their rookie players and stuff like that.
Put it to you this way: Troy Aikman was on Dallas's salary up until like maybe 5 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it'll be like that. He'll be literally getting paid from the Chiefs for the majority of his fucking life.
Yeah.
So it'll be quite amazing. It'll be awesome.
Mm-hmm.
But shout out to Jalen. I'm very happy. He's progressed every year, and he deserves it. Couldn't happen to a more special player.
For sure. I mean, when you look at what Jalen's been able to do, he's progressed. Like you said, he's progressed every year in the league. I mean, that first year, he just kind of got thrown into a fucked up situation and, made the best out of it. The second year, I mean, he was pretty, predominantly a running quarterback because he didn't really have nobody to throw the ball to. I mean, he had Devontae, but Devontae, I don't really think he was fit to be a wide receiver 1. That's not saying he can't be, but I don't really think he was. I don't think he has the size to be a wide receiver 1. But I mean, he had a pretty decent year last year, so it'd be interesting to see, where they go from here, which we're gonna talk about it a little bit later with all the, with the pieces that in the draft and the trade that they made. I'm not gonna say the name right now because we're gonna wait to get off into it. But yeah, man, shouts out to Jalen. And going back to Lamar, huge shout out to Lamar Jackson. He also secured the bag. 5 years, $260 million, 185 guaranteed. Now, to all y'all that kept saying, "Oh, Lamar needs to get an agent. He needs to just cut ties, not cut ties, but he need to just let that stuff go with his mom. Go ahead and get him an agent and help him get paid." Him and his mom was able to get this shit done. So all y'all owe his mom an apology.
They hang that nigga out the dry though, bro.
Yeah.
We'll give you $40 million. The fuck is $40 million? Y'all wasn't shit before I got here. Shout out to the original Joe Shiesty, but fuck him. Okay, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Speaking of that, we need to get something straight right now. I don't really like the fact, and I can't. Y'all know, as a Steelers fan, I can't stand I can't stand no other teams in the AFC North. But we need to stop calling Joe Burrow Joe Shiesty, because the real Joe Shiesty was Joe Flacco. The 2012 playoffs, that man won all them games. He had the run of his life. That man went through, I think, 14 to 16 touchdowns and no interceptions, and capped it off with a Super Bowl MVP. That's the real Joe Shiesty. And he didn't do shit else his whole career. He got paid off that Super Bowl run.
I mean, damn, bro. He has other playoff. He has some playoff runs. They was in the wild card and got to the AFC Championship game, and nobody expected that too, bro.
Yeah, I mean, hold on now. I mean, he had a couple decent ones against the Patriots. He's forever memorable for that. When he threw that bomb to Jacoby Jones to help the Ravens get past the Broncos. I remember that game very well. Very well.
Jacoby and Anquan kept getting open.
Yeah, and see, that's the thing that pisses me off about the Ravens. It's like, bro, y'all see what y'all was able to do with that wide receiver core in 2012, and then y'all just completely undervalue the wide receiver position for the next 10 years. Don't make no sense.
So they had a dominant running game.
Yeah, but I mean, as me and you have said time and time again, this is a completely different style of football. It's a new age. You can't win with just a run game and a dominant defense. You have to be able to throw the ball. You have to. I mean, nobody. I mean, it works throughout the regular season, but you see what happens when you get in the postseason. Most of the time you're going to be in a position to where you have to throw the ball, especially late in the playoffs.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I mean, props to the Ravens for putting the pieces around Lamar. But I mean, we do got to talk about the whole OBJ signing. OBJ did sign to the Ravens for 1 year, $15 million. I mean, I'm glad he got $15 million for a year, but he's a decent piece to put around to put with Lamar. But let's be honest, bro. When is OBJ? How long has it been since OBJ's been the guy? Coming off of two, I mean, he's coming off of what, 2 ACL surgeries
like
on
6
the same
years.
knee.
Tell you what, man. Look, no. I mean, they're gonna be the toughest offense for like 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 6 weeks. So I mean, get your popcorn ready. It's gonna be exciting. Ravens will probably get out to a fast start yet again, and then let's see if they change how they usually do, because they don't help Lamar, and Lamar's running for his life, and then he gets hurt, and then that's the season.
Well, they did fire or part ways with Greg Roman. I don't know if his contract just went out or what, but they did get rid of him, and they went and got the offensive coordinator from Georgia the last couple of seasons. So I think that's actually gonna bode well for that offense, because hopefully they won't have to rely on Lamar so heavily. But who's this? I mean, ain't no telling, man. The draft just went past, so we won't find out until September.
All right, so give me your top 5 teams who had a good draft.
I will in a second, but we got other shit we got to talk about. We can't just now. Hold on, we can't just overlook the Aaron Rodgers trade. I know you. I know you read about that.
This nigga want to be Brett Favre so bad. It's like you forgot one thing. He got the 2 Super Bowls.
Yeah, that's true. Aaron Rodgers goes to the Jets they pretty much just swap picks. But
Brett was smart. Brett got his contract signed a 1-year deal. Yeah. Hold on, this New York shit don't work. I can get the fuck out of here.
The Packers did get a 2023 first round pick back, a 2023 second, a 2023 second round pick, and a 6th round, and I think a 7th round in 2024. They also get another second round pick in 2024 if Aaron Rodgers plays 60% of his snaps this upcoming season, which more than likely that's gonna happen. I mean, this Aaron Rodgers we talking about, the man ain't really missed very many games.
I just want to say this though, man. That is a tough division to play in.
Yeah.
Now it is very tough. Now
you got Josh
Allen twice. You gotta see Tyreek and Homie twice. You gotta see
Aaron Rodgers now twice. The Patriots twice.
Juju Smith, because I don't like Mac Jones.
Yeah, but I mean, It's Juju we talking about here, bro. Juju, if it wasn't for Pat Mahomes and if it wasn't for him going to the Chiefs and Pat Mahomes reviving his career, Juju would have been fucking out of here.
Oh, I'm sorry, but he wasn't your team. My bad.
I'm just saying.
My fault. Look at Jimmy just doing Jimmy-like things.
I'm not surprised. But going back to this Aaron Rodgers trade, like, what do you make of this? I mean, do you think this makes the Jets, now I'm not saying Super Bowl, but do you think this makes them a contender, a player in the AFC now?
I'll say playoff contenders. Like they got a great defense. They got some weapons. They added some more weapons on offense. I'm not sure about the running back position. But it's gonna be exciting. I mean, it'll be nice to see that. I mean, that god awful green,
that dark green,
in the playoffs.
I call it diarrhea green because that's what it looked like.
I'm just saying. Well, fucking that Pepto green, my nigga. But like, it'll be great to see Jets in prime time. I mean, maybe and then Aaron's not wearing 12; he'll be wearing 8.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be different. You know what I'm saying? I'd like to see it. We'll just have to see come August.
Well, actually, I mean, I love the fit because they were definitely a quarterback away from making the playoffs last year. I mean, Aaron Rodgers he didn't I don't think he won it last season. No, he didn't win it last season. He had statistically his worst. I'm not gonna say probably statistically his worst season, but he wasn't really throwing to nobody. And he got off to a slow start. But I do love the fit. They did pick up Lazard. They still have Garrett Wilson. I'm gonna love watching that Garrett Wilson and Aaron Rodgers connection. I think Corey Davis is still there, big red zone threat. I think they did. I want to say they went and got Hayden Hurst. I'm not 100% sure, but they did get it. I don't know what tight end they went and got in the offseason, but yeah, I mean, and then if you're the Jets, bro, this season is Super Bowl or bust. Even if they don't make it to the even if they don't win the Super Bowl, but you gotta I know you gotta at least make the playoffs, which I have no doubt in my mind they can do. Being able to piggyback off what they did last year, but also he's gonna be right back with the coach for he was the offensive Nathaniel Hackett. He'll be reunited with Nathaniel Hackett. So, and I mean, and Breece Hall is gonna be interesting to see how he recovers off that that AC. I think it was the ACL. So I mean, I like the fit, and I like the Jets as a a contender in the AFC this year.
Awesome. Do they win the AFC? Way too early pick.
Oh man. I don't know. See, that's the crazy thing because it's like now all the QB talent is in the AFC now. I'm not gonna say all of it, but it's most of the QB talent is in the AFC, and for the last few years, it's been the NFC. You got Herbert, you got Pat Mahomes, you got Josh Allen, you got Aaron Rodgers, you got Lamar Jackson. It'll be interesting to see what Deshaun Watson gets back to.
Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow. Damn, Tua. Man. It's the AFC is gonna be crazy next year. It's gonna be interesting to see how all this plays out. I think we're gonna see the same thing as we saw last year. I don't think the Patriots get in. I think we kind of saw them get dethroned last year, but I think we see 3 of these teams get in the playoffs next year. That's my prediction.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's just my prediction. I'm not so sure about everybody else, but that's just how I feel.
Man, the Bills is gonna whoop everybody ass. Sorry, Aaron.
We gonna see
where they hit a whole lot more.
We gonna see. All right, so let's go ahead and jump off into the draft. Of course, first round pick, surprise, surprise. Bryce Young goes to Carolina. I mean, there was no surprise there. And then, surprise, surprise again, CJ Stroud goes to Houston. That I don't really think anybody was surprised. I mean, we all kind of knew that CJ and Bryce was going in the top 5. And go to hell, all you analysts, for really trying to kill CJ Stroud's draft stock. I hate when they do that shit. It kills me when they do that shit. That's stupid. What is it? That the IQ test or whatever, the football IQ test?
They just needed something to talk about because it's stale. That's all. Wasn't nothing to talk about. That's all.
They do it. They do it every year.
Shits and giggles, right. We sometimes they right. Most of the times they wrong.
But I mean, how do you feel about both of these trades? Like, with the fit of the team and everything. Not trades, the draft picks.
I mean, damn, bro. Like, you talking about what Houston did, or you talking about 1 and 2?
No, like how you feel about the Bryce? What are you looking forward to for Bryce and CJ this season?
I'm looking to see which one's gonna come out more adapted to the NFL quicker, because a lot of rookies now they just come out and they're used to the NFL, seems like, or they scheme good. So I'm interested to see who's gonna have a better season. That's why I'm confused, or not confused, concerned. Who can get to the playoffs first? Who's gonna have a quicker turnaround?
I mean, which out of both of these QBs, which one do you think is gonna develop and get he's gonna turn into the superstar first?
I'm going Bryce, because he made NFL throws in college, and the knock with a lot of Ohio State QBs is that they haven't done shit in the NFL, and their system is like really a 1-2 read system. It's not read the whole field. That's the knock I've heard lately with Ohio State quarterbacks. But come on, man, CJ Stroud is a pocket passer. He has a laser, so it's not going to take him. I think the speed of it might fuck with him a little bit, but Ohio State played at a faster pace. So I'm going Bryce. I'm going Bryce though, because homie just had it since high school.
I like Bryce a little bit more because I like the situation he's coming into. He's gonna have Frank Reich as his head coach, and I mean, we saw what Frank Reich was the offensive coordinator. Carson Wentz's first 2 years in the NFL. Like, he was his offensive coordinator his rookie year, and he was his offensive coordinator that second year. And if we can remember, before Carson Wentz got hurt, Carson Wentz was on his way to winning the MVP that year. He also, helped lead the Eagles to their first Super Bowl win, or their first Super Bowl win in a very long time that following
60
year.
years.
Yeah. So it's like, I think I think he's going to have a better, I think the fit is better. I mean, we all knew Bryce it was about a 75% chance Bryce was going to go number 1. And I mean, they got some decent pieces around them. They did get Adam Thielen. I forgot what other, they drafted another wide receiver. But they did get they picked up Miles Sanders from the Eagles, so they got some pieces to put around Bryce Young. It's gonna be interesting to see how quickly he gets adapted. I would have felt a lot better about him being in Carolina if DJ Moore and Christian McCaffrey was there, but we all kind of saw that. I mean, Carolina was wasting DJ Moore's career away, and they were. I think they did Christian McCaffrey, I think they did him, a good deed by sending him to a playoff contender, because it wasn't nothing else they can do for him. But I definitely think I do like CJ as well.
Man, they gave the 49ers a fucking gift. All our seasons tanked, our quarterbacks hurt. We don't know who. Oh my God, Christian McCaffrey! Then like instantly that shit worked. Mm-hmm. They gave them a fucking present.
Yeah. I mean, and then with CJ, I don't like the fact that he's getting paired with a defensive-minded head coach. I mean, I'm happy he went early, like we all expected, but he's getting he's getting drafted to a team that's we all know they needed a fucking quarterback. But I don't like the fact that, he's going to a team with a defensive-minded head coach. No disrespect to D'Amico. I think I think he's really gonna do a great job, especially with this next pick. We're gonna talk about that in a minute. But I mean, Houston, they do have Robert Woods there, which is the only proven wide receiver. And let's not forget, Mechie is there too. And John Mechie is going to actually be able to play this year. So, and I mean, Nico Collins was also there. He was a pretty speedy wide receiver. He was he's a speed demon. So, I mean, he has some okay weapons. They also drafted Tank Dell, the speedy wide receiver out of Houston. And him and CJ work out together. So, it's gonna be interesting to see how the pieces fit on this new look Houston offense.
Nigga, let's talk about that defense, bro.
Yeah, which actually I'm actually glad you said that because I really like what Houston did. So they traded their 2024 and 2024 first and third round pick to first and third round pick to get the third pick in the draft this year. They went and drafted Will Anderson, who was supposed to be the best defensive player coming out of the draft this year. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I love this pick. I absolutely positively love this pick. You putting a young raw defensive player coming out of college with a defensive minded head coach. And let's not forget, bro, D'Amico Ryans was a captain on defense when he was in Philly. He was a Pro Bowler. He was an excellent leader on the defense. So I think I definitely think he could be defensive rookie of the year, but I think within the next 2 to 3 years, we're gonna be talking about Will Anderson as defensive player of the year. Just watch what I tell you.
You think is he a Parsons type?
Kind of hard to say because Parsons had that monstrous rookie year, and then I don't know what the second half of his sophomore season, he just kind of fell off of a fucking cliff. But I think so.
Getting double teamed.
I think so. Yeah. He just kind of disappeared. You didn't hear about him as much the second half of the season. He did get hurt. I think he did get hurt too. So
that too, but he had a nice year last year to me.
He had a decent year. But what do you make of this Will Anderson pick? Do you think it's because they traded their first round pick next year? You think it's gonna come back to bite him in the ass?
No, and here's why. He's a team first type of dude. Now he had a better year his junior year at Alabama. He still had a solid year his senior year, but it wasn't as good statistically as his junior year. But he's a team first dude. He's gonna bring a new tone to that locker room, a new swagger to that defense. He's gonna take control of it, and they're gonna have a different energy.
Yeah,
we may not see it till like week 6 or 7, or we might see it early. But I feel like by week 6 or 7, it's gonna be more 3 and outs. The offense is gonna have more opportunities. It's going to be more turnovers. It's just going to be a resurgence, you ask me, on defense. Now, I'm not saying they finna win the Super Bowl and do some Madden shit. But what I am saying is they have dropped some pillars in the right direction.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be real dope. It's going to be real dope to see that defense.
Yeah, for sure.
I feel like, a couple more. There might be a couple more pieces or traded to here away with something they could pick up somebody in free agency. But it'll be dope.
Yeah. I think in a couple of years, this season, we're looking at maybe a 4 or 5, maybe 6-win team. I don't think they're really going to make no noise in the AFC. It wouldn't be, don't get me wrong, it wouldn't be hard because they're playing in a weak-ass AFC South division.
Jacksonville, Indianapolis,
Tennessee.
Houston, and Tennessee. Shit, bro, nigga, you rolled the dice on that one, bro.
Like pick and choose.
I fuck with Derrick Henry, but he ain't got no quarterback, and they just signed him for some serious paper. So
yeah. Speaking of Indy, moving on to the number 4 pick. I want to know how you feel about this, but they went. Indy went QB. They went with a young QB in Anthony Richardson. Now I want to know how you feel about this pick.
I'm 50-50. Florida wasn't the best team last year, but he showed me that he has the ability to make every throw. I know he's capable of making every throw. Will he? I don't know. I still have a question. Can he read defenses or not? And is he going to rely on his athleticism, or is he going to try to stay in that pocket and make the play?
Mm-hmm.
But he has raw talent. He can do pretty much anything you want him to. He's like a Cam Newton mixed with Lamar and some Jamarcus Russell in terms of this crazy arm strength.
No, hold on, bro. All respect to Jamarcus Russell, but I don't think it's a good idea to be jinxing QBs by making any comparison to Jamarcus Russell. I get what you're saying.
It's a lot more bullshit to that shit.
I know.
I'm just saying, like, Jamarcus can throw that motherfucker 90 motherfucking. He has that kind of strength.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying he gonna be Jamarcus Russell.
I know. I had to throw that out there.
This motherfucking probably sit in a lawn chair and sit at the 20 or in the other end zone and smack the goalpost, or at least throw it by the goalpost on the other side of the field. So he has all the raw potential in the world. They do have a good coach that develops quarterbacks. So I mean, like, he looked good at rookie camp. He looked like he's supposed to wear that coach uniform. When I saw that highlight for him at rookie camp. So the sky's the limit for this young man. I don't like Florida, but I see talent. I give credit where it's due. He is a talented player, and he, with the right coaching, this might be the right system for him to become an NFL quarterback. So I'm fucking with, and they need a quarterback. It's time. Yeah. It's time.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you on that last one. I mean, their quarterbacks have been what? Phillip Rivers, Matt Ryan, what's his name? Sam Ehlinger. We're back. Fuck Texas.
At 10-4, my nigga, you needed the bowl game to get the 10 wins. Stop it, sir.
Yeah. But just like you, I love the fit. I'm not an Indy fan, but I think I think they're gonna be a fun team to watch. And reason being, I mean, let's not forget, bro, a couple years ago, Indy had the best offensive line in football. And then you put them, you know, you give them Shane Steichen, who was he was Jalen's quarterback, not quarterback. He was Jalen's offensive coordinator the last couple of years, and he really helped develop Jalen into a much better passer. Not to mention, if you look at the offense that they run, this offense is kind of tailor-made for Anthony Richardson's skill set. Let's not forget they still got Jonathan Taylor there. So I think we're gonna see a lot of what Philadelphia did the last couple of years. A lot of RPOs, QB options. They're going to be a very run-heavy offense, and I think they got the perfect QB to do so. Especially having an offensive-minded head coach, and they're not going to expect him to come out slinging the damn ball. They're just not. I mean, I
hope they don't throw him in the fire like that.
He's going to start. There's no doubt about it. He's going to start, but he's going to have a full. There's no. Oh, we're gonna wait till we draft a player, then get him head coach. No, they got the head coach. I love that they had, the head coach, the coaching situation established before they went and got him and everything, before they went in, into the draft. So I love the fit. I think this offense is. I'm not saying they're gonna, dominate the. They might dominate the league, but I think this offense is gonna be for the next couple of years. It's gonna be very fun to watch, and the sky, like you said, sky's the limit for Anthony Richardson. I do see him winning an AFC Offensive Player of the Year award within the next couple of years. So, it's going to be interesting, man. It's going to be very interesting.
This nigga wants Vic Lamar.
I kind of, yeah. I mean, come on, man.
He could be. He very well could be.
Yeah.
But my thing is, he still got that big ass tight end nigga like 6'8".
Ebron. Well, no. Doyle.
That nigga like 6'8".
Yeah.
Shit, dude. Shit, it'll be real hard to make 6'8".
I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna tell you
6'6".
I'm gonna tell you something now, bro. If you really want to go watch him play, Indy's only a 3.5 hour drive from here. Just saying.
That nigga 6'8".
Now, moving on to the next pick. One of the shockers in the draft. Well, not the next pick, but the next few picks didn't surprise me, didn't jump out to me. But a surprising pick actually was Atlanta, number 8. They drafted Bijan Robinson out of Texas. I think it's a good fit because they had a pretty decent run game last year, but I honestly thought they were going quarterback. That was a surprise to me. I mean, drafting Bijan Robinson lets me know that they're going forward with Desmond Ridder. And I mean, are you confident that he's going to be the QB to, really get y'all over the hump from what y'all been the last few years?
We gave you a year. Going after, son. Go ahead out there, son. We gave you a year. We didn't give you the best example to watch from Marcus Mariota.
Yeah.
But we gave you a year.
Now hold on. They did, even with Mariota at QB, they did have a decent year. I mean, hell, we was talking about Atlanta winning the NFC South that year. Last year, they had the greatest season, but they had a decent season.
It could have happened. It definitely could have happened, but they were they was just a couple bad plays away in some of them games for winning. Yeah. So I mean, I really didn't like Desmond Ridder. I didn't really see what everybody else saw, but they beat Notre Dame, went undefeated, made the playoffs, got their fucking heads drugged, got the skull drugged by Alabama.
I remember that.
Then he gets drafted. I'm just like, no, that's what that having one good year can do that for you sometimes. So, but yeah, he's had a year. No more excuses. Get your ass out there and play.
But how you feel about this pick, Bijan Robinson out of Texas? And I know you're not. I know you hate Texas, but we got to admit they do put some talent. They do put some talent out there.
Yeah. He's like in that Saquon, Zeke Elliott type. I don't think he's had the right scheme a couple years in Texas. I don't think they used him properly while he was in college, but nevertheless, he can catch the ball, he can run, he can block, he can do whatever you need him to do. He's a do-it-all football player, running back. So they got a great fucking pick. I just hope they don't run him in the fucking dirt like they do all their other running backs, but things might change.
Yeah. I mean, I do and don't like him going to Atlanta. I mean, I like him going to Atlanta because he's going to be the feature back. Tyler Algier, I think that's how you pronounce his name, is still there. And I mean, Atlanta got some good pieces. I think that's why I thought they were going quarterback. They got Drake London. He's there. He had a decent year last year. Kyle Pitts he's a matrix. I don't know. He's supreme. He's very talented. The dude is very talented, has the size, he has the star power and everything. But it's like, dude, he doesn't, when you watch him play, he doesn't jump out at you like everybody was expecting him to. But I mean, the talent, I mean, I think he's gonna end up being the lead back. Good pick for Atlanta, but it'll just be interesting to see how it plays out for the next couple of years.
Your guess is as good as mine. I have no fucking idea. The ceiling is very low.
Yeah.
With Atlanta, let's just call it spade a spade. It's okay. Terse of Michael Vick. Fuck it.
Yeah. Moving on to the next pick, and it was actually I was not expecting this. Philadelphia trades up and takes Jalen Carter out of Georgia, who was supposed to be the top defensive tackle this year. And I loved it. I love this pick. I love this pick, and I love this fit because we talked about it. We talked about it before the Super Bowl. Philly had a very, very fucking weak run defense. So, they filled the gap in the defensive line. Then they pair him. Actually, we're not gonna call them the Eagles no more. We're gonna call them the Philadelphia Bulldogs because they just went after all fucking Georgia.
I mean, look about 8, 9 of them motherfuckers that's gonna be starting sometime this year for Georgia.
Yeah.
I mean, bro, Georgia's getting to the point where they putting them in colder than Alabama.
Yeah. Alabama, it's like the passing of the torch.
Dog, like it's getting. Nigga, it's getting scary, dog.
Yeah.
And I don't think Georgia Alabama. Well, shit, Alabama and Georgia got the same problem next year. Guess what? Yeah. No quarterback.
Nope. Well, Alabama got another 5-star coming up, I believe, so they'll be all right.
Yeah, they got a motherfucker that transferred from somewhere.
Yeah, and I mean, come on, bro. Alabama is a plug-and-play system. They can literally plug anybody in that system, and they'll be. I'm not gonna say anybody, but that's what it seemed like the last 4 years.
Okay, let me give you an example.
Last 15 years, Alabama's been a plug-and-play system.
You can't say that because they ain't had so many different offensive coordinators in 15 years, dude. You cannot say that.
It's true.
But the same type of offense, you can say that. But put it to you this way, bro. You've seen Lincoln Riley's offense. Yeah. I hate to use this fucking motherfucker.
We know.
You've seen Lincoln Riley's offense and what it looks like when he doesn't have a proper quarterback in it.
Yeah, that's true.
And then you see his offense when he does.
Yeah.
it's kind of like, do you fit the mold of what we need here? Son, we need you to make plays and we need you to make them at a high rate. Yeah. Are you sure this is the job for you? But I mean, he can run. I know that much. I don't think he can pass.
No.
If we're talking about the backup of Alabama. But going back to it, the Eagles have done great.
They had a hell of a draft, hell of an offseason. I want to break down this pick first. I mean, shout out to the Eagles for taking a chance on
They've
Jalen
had
Carter.
The best fucking draft. And I looked
yes.
Like, damn.
Yes. I mean, shout out to the Eagles for taking Jalen Carter because they were really trying to beat that narrative. The dude had character issues and off the field issues and stuff like that. But I mean, yeah, I get where they're coming from, but the man is immensely talented. And bro, y'all putting him with Jordan, that big motherfucker that came from Georgia last year, Jordan Davis. And if he can develop into what I think he can develop to, ain't nobody running on Philly. Let's just throw that out there right now. Nobody's running on Philly.
And they need to keep Fletcher Cox to teach them niggas how to do it.
Yeah. I
think they're smart enough,
they're gonna try to bring him back on the veterans minimum contract. Watch what I tell you.
Fuck you. He gonna say 10 or nothing. If I'm him, 20 or nothing. But
well, he got. I believe he got a ring already because I don't know if he was there or not. But
was he there?
But then when they played, he was there when they played the Patriots, right?
Yeah, when you showed
I thought so.
Nigga, you ain't said nothing about motherfucking Eagles that whole year.
You go.
And you pop up with a fucking Eagle shirt the day of. I'm like, this sorry motherfucker, man. That's some fucked up shit right there, bro. That's some fucked up shit, but all right.
Then moving on to another pick. This was another shocker to me. At number 12, Detroit selects Jahmyr Gibbs, running back out of Alabama.
How you doing Swift like that though? How you like? I don't even like.
Hold on, because we gonna talk about it.
If he's fucked up, it's because of y'all. Y'all didn't give him shit to work
with. Day two of the draft. Actually, see, this is why I'm going back to Philadelphia. Day 2 of the draft, Philadelphia swipes DeAndre Swift from Detroit for a bet. I think for a 2020. I think it's a 2025 6th-round pick. So they got him for a fucking pack of Skittles. They got DeAndre Swift for a fucking pack of Skittles.
That ain't give a fuck. We gonna wait here to dirty. We find something better.
They gonna beat that. But what you think about Jahmyr Gibbs? Hold on. You good.
That's what I think about Jahmyr Gibbs. I don't love you. I love what you do for me. Now you better be better than fucking Swift. Or I'll trade your ass for a bag of chips too. You will sell him and you will sell him cheap.
You fucked up. You going there. Damn, bro. Damn.
That's how these bro. The NFL. Look, bro. I can't say it on here. I ain't finna get in trouble.
You good, bro? This is our platform. You say that shit.
The NFL is that type of it feels like the NFL is ran with like a authoritative style.
I mean, we saw.
I'll say it like that.
Yes, fair enough. But I mean, if we be honest, bro, I don't really think you have to do much to be better than DeAndre Swift. You just gotta fucking be healthy. But it really wasn't his fault. Yeah and no. Yeah and no.
Come on, man. This nigga come on, bro. Like, I ain't saying he's Barry Sanders, but damn it, he tried.
Yeah, he did. I mean, he was having a pretty decent year up until he got hurt both years.
That's always the problem.
Excuse me.
It's always the motherfucking problem. Nigga get hurt. It's not my fault. I got 2 soda cans and a bag of Doritos blocking for me.
You fucked up.
I gotta figure this out, man.
Hey, look, it ain't even a good soda. Y'all got Dr. Thunder and Mountain Holler blocking for me. It ain't even a good soda.
Oh shit!
Y'all got the Schnucks brand soda cans blocking for me.
Dr. Fizz. Miss Mountain.
Fuck. Y'all got grape soda. Not they don't even have a name for it. It's grape soda.
Grape drink with carbonated.
Grape drink. Grape drink. Fucking orange mist.
God damn. All right.
Orange mist. But anyway, going back to Jahmyr Gibbs, I think it's a good fit for Detroit because now they have a huge gaping hole at the running back one position. I mean, they did get David Montgomery in the offseason from Chicago, but I really don't think he's gonna come in and be the guy in Detroit. I just don't. But yeah, I mean, I like the fit for Jahmyr Gibbs. He's gonna come in, and I think he's gonna take the number one because to me, the way he runs and the way he plays, he reminds me a lot of Alvin Kamara. Not the off the field shit, but just his his running style, his body type, whatever. He reminds me a lot of Alvin Kamara. So I'm gonna be looking for this Lions offense to be fun. To have another year of crazy offensive stats once again.
Any motherfucker that could transfer into Alabama and start day one as a dog.
Yeah.
That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I have to say.
Fair enough. Moving on to the next pick. Well, not the next pick, but I'm talking about all the picks that jumped out to me and Ryan, okay? Mm-hmm. But at number 20, Seattle selects the wide receiver out of Ohio State, Jackson Smith-Njigba, and you know how I felt about him the previous year.
That motherfucker didn't show up second half of the season. Like, nigga,
he got hurt. Playing? He got hurt. I'm just saying he got hurt. But I mean, like, what you think of this pick and the fit for this Seattle team?
They need receivers, my nigga.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
like motherfucking Lockett is only getting old, and we can only tease with Metcalf until he says fuck y'all. He gonna say fuck them. It's just a matter of when.
Yeah, I mean he got paid last year though. He got I think a 3-year, $60-some million contract.
Exactly. Okay, I'm vet for now. We'll talk 2 years from now, from later. We'll discuss the game. Fine for now. But nigga, like if that shit start going south, Gino. Hey, look, this is Gino. Look, last year was last year. This is Gino's most important fucking year. Yeah. His team was only gonna go as far as Gino goes. Yeah. So adding him, at least he has another option to throw to.
They did get it now. They did get another cornerback. Damn, I forgot his name. Now I gotta look it up because I forgot his name.
They draft another QB?
No, a cornerback. I gotta look it up. Oh shit. They drafted a cornerback, Devin Witherspoon, out of Illinois. I mean, that guy that they drafted last year.
Man, that highlight they showed that nigga he was getting cooked. I'm like, why'd you draft this nigga again? All right. Hey. I'm just trying. I was really trying to understand. Hey. I'm like, man,
I guess his size and physicality, because I mean that's why they drafted him. And I mean that other Tariq Woolen that they drafted last year, he had a great fucking year. I didn't expect that out of him. I didn't expect that out of him last year. So I guess they looking for that.
Shut up.
Yeah, that 1-2 cornerback combination. Then moving on, I like Jackson Smith-Njigba with Seattle because I think he's gonna if he's gonna be the wide receiver too. I think they're gonna make Tyler Lockett a slot wide receiver because the way Jackson Smith-Njigba plays, he does not play like a slot wide receiver. He's more of like he's a deep threat. He's not a speedster, but he's good in contested catch situations. He can run the hell out of some fucking routes. And I mean, pairing him with DK Metcalf, that makes him a dangerous passing offense, I feel.
Couldn't have said it better myself. We'll see if it works.
Yeah.
They might have to get another offensive coordinator, but we'll have to see.
We'll see. Moving on to the 21st pick. The Chargers, another surprising pick. They drafted Quentin Johnson out of TCU. And I want to say this. If it wasn't for the college football playoff.
Or the wideout?
Yeah, the wideout. I feel like if it wasn't for the college football playoff, I don't think he would have got drafted first round. I'm just saying.
I mean, no. I mean, yes, because they went back and looked at everything. Yeah. This motherfucker, he was doing that the whole year.
Yeah, he was. I got to give it to him.
He was doing that the whole year. After we got cooked by them, I'm like, well, let's see how it works on. And they just kept winning. Nigga, my thing is they didn't even win the Big 12. They still made it. They was that motherfucking cold.
Yeah,
they was that motherfucking cold. But I mean, like
they
he
did
got
win the
the
Big
best
12 because they beat
hands.
Kansas State. They beat
No.
they beat Kansas State in the Big 12 playoff game. No, you're right. They were just, I think they were undefeated leading up to that.
Nobody can tackle that 5'5" motherfucker.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about him later.
This nigga like Darren Sproles.
The 5'5" bowling ball.
Darren Sproles went to fucking Kansas State.
Mm-hmm. Darren Sproles, yeah.
Fuck him and Darren Sproles.
But how you feel about him going to the Chargers with Justin Herbert?
And then he went to the Chargers like Darren Sproles.
Mm-hmm.
Darren Sproles all over.
No, not Deuce Vaughn, Quentin Johnson, the wide receiver.
Oh, this nigga, he got hands. He definitely got hands. Somebody else he could throw to. He tall. It's putting heat on Keenan Allen because he keep getting hurt. So, have a good year. That nigga gone.
Well, no, I think if Keenan Allen has, they ain't gonna get rid of Keenan Allen, but I think if he has a good year, they're probably gonna end up getting rid of Mike Williams because Mike Williams did get paid and he's on the pay. And you got to think Justin Herbert is gonna be up for contract soon. And I mean, it definitely gives Justin Herbert another weapon to throw to. The only issue is, like you said, Keenan Allen can't stay healthy. He couldn't stay healthy last year. Mike Williams couldn't fucking stay healthy. And I mean,
That's
I think it's Hunter Henry. Is it? No. Who is the fucking tight end? Donald Parham. I forgot who the fucking tight end is there. But yeah, I mean, he's decent. But yeah, I mean, it gives Justin Herbert another wide receiver to throw to in a wide receiver core that's been banged up fucking constantly. So, it'll be interesting. I mean, that offense is just disappointing year in and fucking year out. So it's hard for me to make a fucking summary of they're another fucking Matrix.
Bro, it's like 07, between 07 and like 09. That was like they for real window to get it done. And just like now, can't win when you need to.
Can't close out games.
Yeah. I mean, we'll see. Their defense has only gotten better. Damn, Julius look like somebody shit in front of him.
Moving on to the next pick. Going back to Baltimore. Baltimore drafts another wide receiver, Zay Flowers. Gives Lamar another target to throw to an offense. What do you make of this pick? And Zay Flowers was supposed to be like, I get one of the top ranked wide receivers coming out of college. I mean, I like that they went and got. I don't know enough about Zay Flowers. I mean, he's supposed to be pretty damn good. So, I mean, what are you making this pick? What are you making of this pick?
Zay Flowers.
Yeah. I didn't write the shit down. I'm sorry. That's why I said I'm not super familiar. I didn't watch him play.
That's not the boy from Tennessee. That's not him.
No.
They did him dirty as fuck. Boston
College. You played in the ACC.
Oh, fuck.
I knew you was gonna say that.
I mean, I mean, a boy from Pitt that came out when he got drafted, or he went to USC at the end, but
we talking about him next.
I don't know. I feel like if you play at Boston College, that's just like a blue nose, just rough, rugged. You got to get out the mud type of football program. So, I mean, you got drafted out of there. Yeah, you're probably a quality football player. Cause how many niggas are we sending up? How many niggas are we talking about from Boston College that don't play on the line? Like a tight end or left tackle or some shit like that. So, that's impressive. So, sky's the limit.
I mean, I'm happy they went out and got Lamar another weapon. It seems like they have been really trying to build around, give Lamar some more, because it's gonna be interesting to see that new look, because Greg Roman's not there no more, so it's gonna be interesting to see how that offense look. Now that I don't know if they're gonna be run heavy with them having a offensive coordinator coming from Georgia, but I mean, I got to give Baltimore credit. They are trying to put weapons around Lamar. They did draft a wide receiver, I think, last year They did draft, they signed OBJ, so it gives him a veteran presence in the wide receiver room. And then, they went out and got another rookie wide receiver. And I mean, he's from the highlights that I saw, the dude is pretty talented. So, it'll be interesting to see how that one play out. Now, moving on to the next pick, which was, they did have a glaring need at wide receiver, but Minnesota drafts Jordan Addison out of USC. I'm gonna go first on this one. So Adam Thielen does, he did get traded. I think he did get traded to Carolina. Of course, I think he's a mutt. Everybody could agree. Everybody could agree that Jordan Addison is a much better wide receiver than Adam Thielen. Good fit.
I can't say that.
I think
potentially,
yeah,
sure.
Yep.
I can't say that right now. He ain't playing no NFL football.
I think so.
Adam Thielen is cool when Jefferson is getting double teamed.
Yeah. Addison is a burner. He's a burner. He's a decent, I don't know about like contested catch situations, but he's a burner, pretty decent route runner. When you got Kirk Cousins throwing you the fucking ball, you can only hope for the best. But then Jefferson has made a pretty decent, he's made a pretty decent career out of it so far with Cousins throwing in the ball. And hold on, he does play in Kevin O'Connell's offensive system, and I keep telling people, Kevin O'Connell was the reason that Cooper Kupp won the Triple Crown as a wide receiver. So, it's a very pass heavy offense. So, I like, me personally, I like the fit. I like the fit. I don't fucking know.
Can he take hits? He kind of remind me of that Devontae mode. He's a dog, but is he gonna stay healthy?
Yeah.
Adams, like Devontae Adams role. So I fuck with Addison. The only reason why he didn't get that call to New York or was in the top 3 for the Biletnikoff because he went to USC.
Yeah.
But he had a monster year at USC. So
yeah. Well, he didn't have the year like he had at Pitt, but he did it. Yeah, he did have a good year though. And he still managed to go first round, which I know somebody personally that knows his family. And when he transferred, I know he pissed a lot of people off when he, transferred to USC. But he did say that the move to USC was strictly about football because he wanted to go first round. And when you go first round, you get your your money is you get guaranteed money. So I understand why he did it, but I like the fit. I think he's gonna be dominant. Here's my thing with Minnesota. I think we're going to see more of the same shit we saw last year. Just they're not going to have as much success. They're going to have great numbers on offense. The defense is going to be fucking garbage. Once again, that's how I feel.
Yeah, that's why I'm just like, that's really going to matter. Minnesota is like every other year kind of team.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say San Antonio Spurs. They won it all every other year. For a stretch, but
they're like the Denver Nuggets. That's how I put it. Denver ain't got to the fucking finals. They got to the conference finals. They're always a good team in the regular season, but
I would have said like Clippers. Second round, popcorn, all stars and shit, and we'll make it and let you down.
Yeah. All right, so and then moving on to pick number 25, Buffalo swoops in above Dallas because Dallas was favored to take this guy. They went and got tight end, which is supposed to be the best tight end in the draft, Dalton Kincaid out of Utah, and Dallas wanted him bad. What do you make of this pick? And I've seen this dude's highlights. Like they calling him the next Kelsey. So.
He don't look like he's moving that fast, but he's flat-footed and he's running. He got hands. Utah's been running the Pac-12.
Yeah, the last few years.
Been running the Pac-12. So, great pickup. Sure hands. Why not?
Yep. I like the pick as well. I mean, he looks more like a slot wide. I mean, he's gonna play just like he's gonna do the same shit. I'm not gonna say the exact same shit, but I mean, I think he can do what Kelsey does. He has great hands, good route running. He's pretty speedy for a tight end. And I mean, we kind of saw last year. You got to get Josh Allen somebody else to throw to it than Stephon Diggs. I like Gabe Davis, but he didn't jump out at me last year like I thought he would. He had some moments, he had some games, but I expected him to do more. And I mean, we saw last year, they were very heavy. They were very, they were very reliant on Josh Allen's legs and his connection with Stephon Diggs. When you take that away, fucking Josh Allen don't really have anybody else he trusts enough to throw to on that offense. And, I think he'll be able to develop that relationship with Dalton Kincaid that he didn't develop with Dawson Knox. And that's not saying Dawson is a bad tight end.
No. And I'm trying to add on this point that you just made. Every team that's trying to make that push, that run to a championship, they need a tight end you can trust. Yeah. And sometimes it's 3rd and 3, and all you need is that first down. We're going to milk the clock, kick the field goal, and get the fuck out of here. And sometimes it's all you need. Mm-hmm. And he's that guy for them.
Yeah. I think so too. I mean, they've been we've been talking about Buffalo for the last couple of years. I mean, there's been like 2-3 years. There's been like 2 or 3 years straight that we thought Buffalo was going to the Super Bowl, and they ain't been able to fucking get there.
I mean, bro, when Brian got hurt, it's like a piece of that defense died, to be honest. Like,
you're not lying.
That's kind of what it felt like. Like, yeah, we still going to play, but it's just like Von will always make that play. Von Miller will always make that motherfucker play. One of them plays, like, damn, we can't fuck with these niggas tonight. But Von is coming back.
Yep.
But they have to develop. They got to be a good offense in dimensions. It's like they're the type of offense like if they don't have a big play, they don't usually win the game.
No,
and that's kind of they've been like that for years now.
Yeah.
So and that's not really like a good way you want to run your football team. Like sometimes.
Yeah, but I mean, if we be honest, wasn't that how Kansas City's offense was for a while? They was very relying on Tyreek Hill getting that big play. We gonna kill Kelsey, or Kelsey, Tyreek. Kelsey, Tyreek.
Sammy Watkins.
For like 1 week. I mean, for 1 week.
I give you that, but like Kansas City, like they just sometimes all you need is that first down, calm everybody down on offense. Let's go win the game. I don't feel like the Bills have that.
Yeah, that's true. They don't. I mean, what they really need is one of them running backs to really break through and have one of them a 1,400, 12 or 1,500 yard season, 12 touchdowns. That's what the fuck they really need. If we being honest about it.
Well, the motherfucking
they had that since McCoy.
The GM and owner don't want to get fucking fired because why you keep drafting offensive linemen in the first round?
That's true.
I'm trying to build this line so we can get a running back and win some games and get to the fucking Super Bowl. But that's on Buffalo. They didn't want to get offensive linemen. They can keep going through the same shit. They spend too much money on defense, but like you got to have a good defense to win too.
Yeah,
it's tough. You got to be good at all facets to win a championship or to compete at a high level.
Right. So I want to talk about a couple unorthodox picks, but I mean, first and foremost, I got to give a shout out to somebody from our school, Michigan State, and somebody from Ryan's school. Shout out Marvin Mims from Oklahoma going in the second round to Denver. I don't like the fact that he's going into a very fucking crowded wide receiver room. Jerry Jeudy, Tim Patrick, Cortland Sutton. But I mean, he definitely, he's a monster fucking deep threat. So I think he'll be able to make it on that Denver offense. So yeah, shout out Boomer Sooner. And shout out to Marvin Mims, man.
I ain't even gotta say. I mean, I'm happy for Marv. Like you said, I really wasn't happy about where he went. Sometimes your career is based off the system you played in and how they used you. So, I mean, he definitely has heart. He can go out there and make that, catch that 60-yard, 50-yard bomb. He just need the opportunity to show his skills.
Yeah. I mean, it'd be, I'm happy for him, like, just like you are. I mean, we both had the chance to watch him in person. It'd be, like I said, he's in the crowded wide receiver room. I'm hoping Russ can have a fucking much better year than he did last year, because I don't know what the fuck that was. But yeah, I mean, he'll get the chance to compete for the, I think, at least the wide receiver 3 spot. So, I'm happy for him. Looking to see him do big things in coming years. But I gotta shout out my Michigan State boy, Jaden Reed, going to the Packers with Jordan Love. And I actually like this spot because they don't have, I'm not gonna say they don't have, but we don't know who their wide receiver 2 is. I think Watson and Romeo Dobbs, I think they're gonna be, especially with Jordan Love, taking over the helm. But yeah, my man Jaden Reed gets to compete in that wide receiver room. I also think he's gonna end up being the wide receiver 3, if not the wide receiver 2. So, happy for my guy, man. Congratulations, Jaden. Congratulations.
Yep. He made the best what he had to do, Mr. Thorne, and he's here.
Yeah. I said that in this like for this fantasy football group chat I'm in. I'm like, if you watch, I've watched Jaden Reed a lot the last few years. I mean, he's really made the best of his. He had 2-3 dominant. I'm not gonna say, but yeah, he had 2-3 dominant fucking years of bad QB play. So he's in a good spot. He's in a real good spot. I do want to talk to you about this though, because we did talk about him earlier. How do you feel about Deuce Vaughn going to the fucking Cowboys? What's your take on this? Because I'm gonna give you my take on it.
Fuck Deuce Vaughn. No, I'm playing.
I knew you was gonna say that.
If that's what you're trying to replace Zeke with, you're gonna have fun. Maybe 6 weeks, 8 weeks. This is the NFL. They gonna hit you.
Yeah.
Don't give a fuck if it's dirty. They're gonna hit you.
I don't think they're going to replace Zeke with him. I mean, we all see it. I mean, we all kind of saw it coming. Tony Pollard is definitely going to be the running back one.
Pollard can't take them hits.
Yeah, but I think that's why they drafted a guy like Deuce Vaughn to kind of take it. I don't think he's going to be the guy, but I think
they're going to be drafting a running back every year.
Probably. I actually like this for Deuce Vaughn. I mean, I think he's going to – I think he can take the running back, the RB2 position, because he's a good pass catcher. He's he's going to be a decent in passing down situations. He's going to help that down. I don't like Dak at all, but I definitely think he's going to help Dak, in these pressure situations. But I mean, I like this pick, and I mean, his dad his dad was the talent scout for Dallas, so that was a heartwarming moment. But yeah, I mean, I like the fit. I really do like the fit.
I mean, he does add another level of explosiveness to their offense, because the defensive coordinators been working all offseason to come up with ways to stop CD, and they have. So it's going to be real interesting to see how he plays, how his play helps the offense, how he's using the scheme. So shit, dare I say, he could be a Pro Bowl this year.
Could be. Right, maybe. He'd turn his ass into Darren Sproles.
Yeah, exactly. We got another slot out there. Yeah.
True. I also want to know your take on your other Oklahoma boy, Eric Gray. How you feel about him going to the Giants?
NFC East just loves Oklahoma players, I guess.
They do.
I don't know. I mean, can he take that hit? Because he took crazy hits at Tennessee and Oklahoma. So, like, if he can absorb those shots, yeah, because he can do it all. He can do it all. He's going to have to gain weight for the NFL. 205 playing running back, I just don't know. You be change the pace back, but you're not going to be the bell cow.
Only thing I don't like – go ahead.
I fuck around and turn him into a wide receiver.
And I don't know, because what I was saying, he doesn't have that – he's not a speedster. Like, you ain't got to really worry about him burning you. I mean, he's more of a power back. Like, he can, get you a couple extra yards after contact and stuff like that. I think he's a good compliment to Saquon. I think he, might help out a lot in the red zone and them, those third down situations. Maybe if you want to get, you got a 4th and short, need a first down, I think he can be that guy. But, another Oklahoma player that, I'm happy he got drafted, well-deserved. And hope you have a successful career in the NFL, but wish you the best, my brother.
We'll see. It'll be really interesting.
Now, the last pick I want to talk about, I'm actually surprised that he dropped so low in the draft, and I really hate that he went to this team. But I don't know if you remember this dude, Israel Benaconda, out of Pittsburgh, running back out of Pittsburgh.
Yeah, he got lost in the sauce because he didn't have that same year he had the year before.
Yeah, but he dude is in the. I like dude. I thought if he went to another, I was kind of hoping he'd go to like a Denver because Javonte Williams, he did get hurt last year. Had that ACL tear or whatever, and they're saying that they're not even sure if he's going to be ready for opening day. But I was kind of hoping he would go to a team like Denver because he has that big play capability. Like if he gets that one cut, getting the open field, you're not catching him. He's going straight to the house. He's fast. He's very elusive. But yeah, I mean, to harp on what you said, he didn't have the year that he had, the previous year.
But that don't mean he can't be effective.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, you gotta see how they use him because sometimes like they'll draft people and try to make people do shit they never did in college. And you're just like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah. So moving on, I want to talk
coaches.
Yeah. I want to talk about two teams that we all thought that they were definitely going QB, but didn't draft the QB, and I wish still trying to figure out what direction they're going in. First up, I want to talk about Tampa Bay. Now, look, I know you got a different type of love for your boy, but they didn't. We all thought that Tampa Bay was definitely going QB. They decided not to. So that tells me they're going for it with Baker Mayfield or Kyle Trask. Do you really trust either one of these motherfuckers? Baker's track record in NFL really ain't, and I mean, I'm not so sure that's fully his fault, but his track record in NFL is not that good up until this point.
He always got placed with coaches that didn't like his ass. He had 3 coaches in 4 years?
Yeah, just about.
So he always got placed with coaches he didn't like, and I'm not making any excuses for Baker. He just didn't play up to par. Now, the shit he did with the Rams last year let you know he deserved to be in the NFL. That shit's unheard of.
I got to give it to him. Go ahead.
Basically, he had 28 hours of being in LA. Not even that, I don't think. Went out there, played, and won the fucking game on the game-winning drive. So shit he never did at Cleveland. All right, but Baker Mayfield showed last year that he belongs in the NFL. I don't know if Baker is a starter. I don't know if Kyle Trask is a starter. I didn't like Kyle Trask in Florida, so I don't even know. Kyle Trask was on Miami last year, wasn't he?
No. Kyle Trask has been there the last couple of years.
He's been on Tampa Bay. Okay, so he got a Super Bowl ring, but sitting back eating popcorn and shit. That's cool. Maybe somebody gonna start. Probably both of them at some points in the season, but I don't really see. I don't know.
I mean, I really don't know what the hell Tampa Bay was doing, decided not to draft the QB. But I think if anybody's going to start, it's probably going to be Baker because he has the most experience starting NFL games. And I mean, he still has Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, and I forgot who the tight end is there. And then they got that running back Rachaad White coming out the backfield. So, and he showed some flashes. I mean, look, I'm not hating on Baker. I'm just going off what I've seen. Cleveland was a fucked up situation. What you can make of that, whatever you want to make of it. I think they did do him kind of dirty with the whole Deshaun situation. Carolina, they sent him there to fuck him is what they did because they knew they wanted Matt Rule out of there. They put him in it was a no-win situation for him. But I definitely think he redeemed himself going to the Rams, and they didn't have a great season, but Baker made the best out of his situation. He didn't have nobody to throw to, won a couple games. And, proved that, like you said, he proved that he deserved to be in the NFL. And, I mean, I'm happy for him. I'm happy, he's still getting an opportunity. And somebody was looking at him throughout everything that, was being said about him and whatnot. So, I mean, like I said, it's just Tampa Bay. I really didn't get what the fuck they was doing here, but we'll just see how this shit plays out. Let the post-Tom era begin.
Enjoy the rain, motherfuckers.
Yeah. Second up, the team that really surprised the hell out of me by not taking a quarterback, the Washington Commanders. I for sure thought that they was gonna get a quarterback, especially in the fucking late rounds. Their quarterbacks going into the season are Sam Howell out of North Carolina 2 years ago, and Jacoby Brissett. Do you really trust either one of these motherfuckers?
Somebody gonna start.
Yeah, somebody got to start.
So I mean, you know, Commanders will probably be picking top 10 next year.
Probably. They're probably tanking so they can get Caleb Williams. That's what it seemed like to me.
I don't want that. I mean, I know he's from there and stuff, but I don't want that.
I don't think neither one of us do.
I don't want that. Put him on somebody with an offensive coordinator.
Right. Now, I do want to talk about one more QB for we, because I do want us to make some NBA Finals picks, but or who's going to the finals. But hold on. I was actually, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not being a hater. I don't want nobody to think I'm a hater, but I was actually kind of glad to see Will Levis go in the second round after all them analysts was really trying to push him to be a fucking first round pick. But Will Levis goes second round to Tennessee. What do you make of that? Like, I mean, what do you think he starts at all this season, or like how do you feel about this pick?
So Tennessee has Ryan Tannehill, the boy they drafted last year from Liberty, and Will Levis. And whoever's the GM needs to be fired.
Yeah, for sure.
He needs to be fucking fired because Will Levis, I felt like, okay, he had a decent year at Kentucky, but like, do you deserve to get drafted in the NFL because of that? I just don't simply feel like he played enough football. Like somebody who'll probably come out in the draft next year around this time with Spencer Rattler.
Yeah.
He's played enough fucking football. So, I mean, that's why he went so low late. He simply didn't play enough football. I think that was the second or third school he went to before he actually got to start.
Fair enough.
So that's why. This nigga keep shooting threes.
I feel like, I mean, with the draft, with the spot that he fell to, I feel like it was a no-brainer that they were going to take him in the second round. I mean, him and Tannehill, if you watch them play, both of them are pretty much the same damn quarterback. And I feel like Tennessee, they're trying to go with a, more youth on the offense. And I think at some point, Ryan Tannehill is going to end up getting traded, and it's more than likely going to be to Atlanta. I mean, that trade makes sense. And, I mean, I definitely think Will Levis starts at some point in the season. I'm not saying it's going to be week 1, but I definitely think at some point he's going to be the starter. Now, what worries me about him being in Tennessee, he don't have nobody to throw to. They only got Treylon Burks there, the dude out of Arkansas. I mean, he had a pretty decent season, but they're still going to be very fucking reliant on Derrick Henry. You can only do that shit for so fucking long. Because, I mean, Derrick Henry, he's had he's had the last like 2 or 3 seasons where he's been dominant. And we all know for a running back, that shit don't last forever.
He's a workout fucking warrior, so
yeah.
he might be in that Peterson, Frank Gore type of mode for running backs. I'm hoping anyway. But how many years he got on this contract? Like 2, 1?
I think he has 2. I think he had 2 more years left. They might try to move him before then because they were talking about trading him before when the offseason was going on.
He need to get the fuck out of there.
And I mean, they've done that to the last few, they've done that to the last few gut running backs they've had come through there. Fucking, Chris Johnson, they, didn't re-sign him. They ran DeMarco into the ground one last time and then passed the torch to Derrick Henry. Now they're running him into the fucking ground. So typical Tennessee bullshit.
DeMarco just got fucked everywhere he went.
Yeah, pretty much. After he left Dallas, yeah, it was kind of over for him.
Yep.
So let's go ahead and before we home stretch before we get out of here. I want to know. I'm not saying who you're gonna pick to win, but I want to know who you picking to go to the NBA Finals and why.
Realistically, I probably should say Boston, but I'm gonna say Miami and either the winner of Phoenix and Denver and LA Lakers. Simply because I just feel like Miami's grittier. Like it's not the sexiest brand of basketball, but it wins. But I mean, like, and then flip side, like y'all get there because y'all the most complete team at this point in the playoffs. Outside of some people will argue Denver, which is understandable in the West, but I feel like Boston's deeper. I feel like everybody on Boston has played together longer than everybody else in the playoffs right now.
Yeah, I mean, but who like what two teams what teams you think gonna be there when it's all said and done? Like what two teams you got going to the NBA Finals?
I want to say Miami, but I'm not too confident in that, and I want to say Miami Lakers rematch. That will shut everybody the fuck up about that bubble shit. If Lakers and Miami make the motherfucking finals, y'all can't say shit else about the bubble. Miami for the most part is the same team, but the Lakers stayed the same with their core. If they get to the fucking finals with these niggas, y'all shut the fuck up. Fuck Boston,
nigga. I mean, you know me, I'm going the Lakers because I think they're gonna go ahead and get past Golden State. I think they're gonna win. I think they're gonna win tonight. They're gonna go back to Golden State. Golden State gonna get that one, and then the Lakers gonna come back and close their ass out in LA. And I mean, like I told you before, you know, I'm not a Lakers fan at all. Fuck the Lakers, can't stand the Lakers. But it is good to see them have an NBA playoff game with fans because everybody knows the Lakers are they're like the. And I'm not saying that they're the Cowboys of the NBA, but as far as like their fan base and like marketing, the Lakers are always
we've won titles
best
in the 21st
marketing
century, sir.
Too. But let me talk, motherfucker. But yeah, I got if the Lakers get past Golden State, I definitely think they're gonna, I think they're gonna go because I think Denver might fuck around and beat Phoenix because Phoenix is too reliant on their bench. Not after last, Shamit showed up, but
if Phoenix is gonna win this series, they have to win tomorrow and close it out back at home.
Yeah, but
if they lose tomorrow, if they lose game 5 tomorrow, it's over with. I'm going Denver. So. I'm going Denver.
Yeah, and go ahead.
In your series, whether you like this or not, your series is probably going to go 7 games.
It is going to go 7.
Because Joel's, nigga, damn, I just won the MVP. I need to get to the 3rd fucking round at least. That looks kind of bad. But that'd be 3 years in a row that the MVP went home in the 2nd round.
I love my look, bro. I love my Celtics to death. Everybody knows this. I'm always a Celtics fan. But after the way we played last night, now I will say this: if you're a Philadelphia fan, don't get too confident about that win because I got to give props to Al Horford because Horford showed he can bang with Embiid because he was on Embiid all in that 4th quarter. But props to James Harden because it's been a while since I've seen James do this in the fucking playoffs.
It's been a while since you seen James Harden be healthy, bro. He clearly, I was telling y'all this nigga is coasting for the playoffs, bro.
Yeah.
That's why you wouldn't hear a whole bunch of crazy shit about James Harden. He doesn't give a fuck anymore about that sports in the highlight. I don't think he cares about being an all-star no more. I think he wants to say, I was a key contributor or I was the guy that did it on a championship team. I think that's what James Harden is at in his career, which is why he's had 2 40-point games out of 4 games thus far in the 2nd round.
Fair enough. But yeah, if I'm going NBA Finals, I'm going and it's strictly because I want to see this for the NBA because everybody knows, like, bro, this will make one hell of a storyline. Me and you have talked about this. I think the NBA is overdue for a Boston and Lakers, finals. And come on, bro, the battle for 18.
They gonna fuck us. No, I don't want to see that, bro.
I do.
They gonna fuck us. They gonna fuck us, bro.
The battle, come on, bro. The battle for 18. The battle for 18. Bron going for number 5, bro. That's gonna be one of the most watched finals in the last fucking 10 years. Just what I'm telling you. I think we gonna get Philly. I think we gonna get Philly. They're gonna get one of these next couple games. The series is going 7. I think we're gonna win. I think we're gonna win this one at home. Philly gonna get us at home, and then we're gonna beat them back in Boston. I think I think we beat Miami in 5 or 6 because they don't have Hero, and they're not the same team from last year. And there ain't no telling how that Lakers series is gonna go because you know, and I know Brian takes it to a whole nother level when he fucking play Boston. That's the one person. He's the one person that fucking terrifies me whenever if we get to the finals. If they make it to the finals, that is the one person I'm fucking terrified of.
I ain't gonna get into it, but your fans at Boston give him the fuel
you every
fucking time.
You ain't lying.
Hey, I mean, you know, that's why the guy does what he does. That's why he's played 20 years. That's why he's so fucking great and dominant. But I'll tell you this much: LeBron is not the same LeBron. He's picking and choosing. I mean, I have to give Rob Pelinka some credit. Like he put together a decent team at the trade deadline. This is only the second time. This team was way more competitive than that Cavs team that LeBron made all the trades for a trade deadline. So, to be honest with you though, we don't match up really good with Denver or Phoenix. So if we win those games, motherfuckers have to be doing some uncharacteristic good things. So I don't know. Probably be Phoenix and Boston. That'd be interesting.
That would be interesting. And I think we take them because they too fucking relying on their starting lineup. And I mean,
I don't got nobody that can stop them though.
If we ain't got them, man, I can't say that because if we be honest, this team is built to defend guards. We got Brogdon, we got Smart, we got Derek White. I'm Peyton Pritchard's a liability on defense, but we got about 4 guards we can throw at anybody. So I think if we get to the finals, depending on who we play, I think our chances are pretty damn good.
We'll see, but I don't think none of y'all can guard Booker. Hypothetically, if that was the matchup.
Shit, you saw what Milwaukee did to him.
That white motherfucker ain't shit. That short, light-skinned motherfucker ain't shit. Brown and Tatum. And one of them ain't gonna show up. They never show up defensively the same night.
Fuck you.
So yeah. Book can get his smooth 45 when y'all at the free throw line hitting threes.
Yeah, right. He gonna get about 15 points. That Marcus Smart gonna dirty-five his ass. It's enough of that shit. All right, you done had your fun. Cut that shit out right now.
Marcus Smart gonna foul out. We're gonna keep Horford away from the basket. That other motherfucker that come off the bench, he gonna get in foul trouble. So yeah. And then y'all gonna have a fucked up night shooting because that's gonna happen. Yeah. Y'all gonna have one crazy like game 1. Y'all niggas, I just knew y'all was gonna win game 1 against Philly. Y'all was just coming out hitting all kind of fucking threes. Like
we didn't expect that shit from. I did not, bro. Nobody. No, you come on, bro. Even I was not expecting to see that shit from James Harden. I wasn't. I was not. Game 1, no Embiid. I was not expecting to see that shit.
I'm like, look. Either this nigga gonna ball or Boston is gonna beat the fuck out these niggas. And James Harden said, no. Nah. You take this 45. Take this 45 with you, bro. I'm right now. Then Embiid came back, dropped 30 at home and lost. They needed that game Sunday. They needed that game 4. They needed that game 4 bad as fuck. Your series. Really, the 2 most entertaining series right now is Boston and 76ers and Denver and the Suns now. Like, it's an offensive explosion every night. Like, Miami just went up 3-1.
Mm-hmm.
So, Jimmy going to have to probably drop 45 in the Garden, which would be epic. And that's it.
Mm-hmm. Fair enough.
And then he gonna drop 50 a game or 40 a game against y'all average. And get back to the finals.
No, it's not happening. No Hero. What's the other motherfucker they
bro,
don't
you made
have?
it seem like
No
Hero
Oladipo.
Kobe Bryant or something, bro.
Look, bro, I can admit. Look, and this I can admit. If they had Hero at the end of the series last year, I think they beat us Game 7. I do. I think because Hero was lighting our ass the fuck up.
Man, bro, I don't even. Honestly, I shouldn't even root for that. I should root for one of y'all niggas to lose. Cause that fucking third round last year was fucking bullshit, bro. It's either a 30-point blowout of this team, 30-point blowout of that team. It was back and forth, blowout. There's
Yeah,
no
I definitely
competitive
think there
game.
was some rigging going on, but I'm gonna say that for another fucking conversation.
That's why I don't like when you niggas in the playoffs, bro. These referees don't call shit. Nothing, bro.
You don't see me complaining.
Nigga, it took the game 4 against fucking Memphis before we start getting fucking called. We just played good game 3. Actually, no, we got cooked game 3. We stole game 1 of that series, nigga. Yeah. So whatever, man. This how this looking like. This looking like how this fucking Lakers series gonna be. I don't know, dog. I don't know. I'm scared.
Yeah, but I know the Lakers game is getting ready to come on, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and let you enjoy and engulf that. But once again, man, we thank y'all, as always, we thank y'all for tuning in, especially if you're watching this episode after we've been gone for so long. We thank y'all for tuning in and tapping in with us, man. And as always, be safe and drink responsibly. All right, Ryan, I'll talk to you in a minute, brother.